Hello everyone and welcome back to my B&B Everyday YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. In the main office at Forrester, Steffy and Finn kiss. She says she demanded that and tells him that formerly again, hope for the unborn lives to see another day. She admits that she and her father have their dubieties, but Carter Walton wants to pour further coffers into it. John Finn is surprised given the budget enterprises. Steffy wonders why he's suddenly showing so important interest in Hope Logan for the future. She says he's a straight shooter who leads with sense and doesn't make emotional opinions. Finn thinks he must have a lot of faith in Hope Logan's line also. Steffy Forrester says he called her a lamp of light. It's not like him, and Commodity is off considering her line is underperforming. Finn's supposition she's wondering if Commodity differently is going on. In the design office, Brooke Logan thanks Carter for his passionate defense of Hope's line. Hope says, passionate indeed. Carter Walton declares that the company would lose its way without Hope Logan and hope for the future. At Spencer, Bill asks Liam about wanting another shot with Hope Logan. Liam Spencer quips, have you met me? He allowed he to move on, but he didn't. He's thankful to Will for helping him realize it. Bill loves that his boys are like old musketeers. They all agree it's great that Will's back. Bill asks what Will said to move Liam he wanted to attune with Hope. Will tells his pater about Liam's inept discussion with the models at lunch. Liam Spencer admits he was each about his daughters. I want my family back. Bill asks how Hope replied when he told her. Liam says she was thrown for a circle, and he understands but he's not going to give up. At Il Giardino, Brooke Logan arrives to see Deacon, who tells her it's a nice surprise. He asks if she's by herself. She says yes. He chortles, no Ridge, indeed better. He notes that Sheila's not their moment, and Brooke is glad they can catch up about their son. They sit, and Brooke tells Cleric that Steffy called another meeting about Hope's line. Deacon thinks effects will turn around for his son, as they did for his eatery. Brooke tells him it was Carter who saved the day. Deacon Sharp wouldn't have prognosticated that, but Carter knows his stuff. Brooke Logan says Steffy Forrester wasn't thrilled, but Carter came to the meeting veritably set. They talk about Hope always being under siege thanks to Steffy Forrester, and Deacon's glad she has Carter in her corner now. In the design office, Carter tells Hope that cutting her line would be foolish on numerous situations. She's thrilled that she gets to carry her vision forward. Carter wants to celebrate down from the office in the interruptions. Just you and me. Hope Logan and Carter Walton arrive at his garret, and she likes the vibe of the place. She thanks him again for stepping up for her moment. Carter has a concession, I wasn't just allowing about what's stylish for the company. I see ain't stop allowing about you. In the main office, Steffy Forrester tells Finn that Carter Walton came to Hope Logan's defense largely. Finn notes the calculation isn't adding up. Steffy Forrester wonders if he notices Commodity she doesn't. She trusts Carter's judgment. Finn's sure it'll each make sense at some point. Changing the subject, Steffy Forrester tells Finn he looks like a snack. At Spencer, Liam tells Bill he'll have to be patient. Will urges him to keep showing up for Hope. Liam knows she needs to be the one woman in a man's eyes. He has to prove she's the only woman for him. At Carter's garret, Hope tells him it was sweet of him to do all of this. She looks at the romantic candles etc. Suddenly, Liam textbooks and asks her to pick up Beth at his house. Carter knows he wants her reverse. Hope admits he broached the idea of doctoring effects up. She told him she didn't suppose she could do that. She'll always put Beth's requirements first, but she'd rather she see her parents happy independently than unhappy together. Carter reassures her. She has to take care of herself first. He thinks it would be a huge mistake to go back to her ex-husband before she explores to see what openings await. In the main office, Steffy senses that Finn has to go. He concedes that he has to check on a case. They decide they'll put the kiddies to bed before tonight. Finn goes over how he nearly lost her because of Luna. They spoon and kiss. At Il Giardino, Deacon tells Brooke to ask Carter to come in for a couple of pizzas on the house. He thinks their son's on a roll and prays it'll continue. Brooke thinks it'll because Carter sees the eventuality in her line. He's exactly the support she needs right now. At Spencer, Liam tells Will that perhaps he and Hope demanded time, piecemeal, and space from each other to appreciate what they erected. Will urges his family to fight for her before some other Joe comes on and gets to her first. At Carter's place, he tells Hope she inspires people. It's integral to Forrester's identity. He lists off her great rates. He remembers how gorgeous she looked in Rome. Hope tells him he's enough inspirational himself. Anyone can talk to him about anything without judgment. It's been a comfort to her over the delicate time. She's a separated mama trying to do her stylish while her career hangs in the balance. She's pining love and affection and trying to be okay throughout it all. It hasn't really felt like anyone has been in her corner until now. She's appreciative of their connection. Carter tells her he's crazy about her. He likes to make his intentions veritably clear. Does that bother you? Hope says not at all. Carter tells her she's all he can suppose about. Putting her hand on his casket, he says, right then. They kiss and start ripping clothes off. Hope puts the thickets on and says they shouldn't. Carter says, but we could. Taylor Hayes keeps averring she doesn't need a man, but she's clearly treating Rich Forrester like an emotional bolsterer she can't live without. Brooke Logan has every right to be unsettled by the close moments she witnessed at the Precipice House. Any woman who described her hubby with High's ex-wife in his stage would have reasons to be concerned. Still, Brooke got an explanation and is willing to move past all the Align Chakra drama. Taylor had a major advance and is taking way toward mending, so Brooke may be hoping she'll spare on Ridge less now. Of course, that's wishful thinking since Ridge and Taylor have come so thick these days. Taylor's health fire has pulled Ridge indeed closer, so he's not going to suddenly back off. With that in mind, Brooke might start allowing of ways she can produce some distance between Ridge and Taylor. Although Brooke understands the spouses will always be linked, she'll still want to limit Taylor's contact with Ridge as much as she can. Since Taylor's I do ain't need a man mantra has been taking center stage, perhaps Brooke will try to prove her wrong. Brooke might suppose Taylor indeed needs another man to distract her and keep her from spending all her time with Ridge. It's easy to imagine Brooke taking matters into her own hands and setting Taylor up on a eyeless date. Brooke might ambush Taylor with some handsome Joe at Il Giardino and hope she can produce some flying sparks. With Taylor's health hopefully on the upswing now, Brooke might suppose it's time for her romantic rival to put herself back on the request. Maybe Brooke will play matchmaker with disastrous, or at least comical results. Whatever the case, Ridge may not like it if Brooke tries to push Taylor down a new romantic road. It could lead to Ridge calling Brooke out for her instability and pushing her stop obliging Taylor to move on. Prognostications allude that Brooke could make some moves that'll boomerang in the coming weeks, so we'll bring you updates on any bad news that might be brewing. Thank you for watching this video, and do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe.